Hello. Can I hear? Oh, I can hear you. Hi. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you have anything that you want to work on in particular today, since you're the first one in class?
Sorry, that's my dogs. I was thinking just like doing dance and stuff like that because I haven't really like fully danced in a while. So yeah.
Okay. So in stretches, you want stretches that are applicable to dance?
Splits, of course. I need to do some like back bends just because my back is like I just need to stretch out my back more in that direction. Because I stretch a lot forward, but I don't stretch a lot back, so I need to do that.
Okay. With back bends, I'm being very careful with teaching online because everybody's at such different levels, especially combining circus people with non-circus people. It's just all over the place.
Yeah.
So we'll do some very basic at this point, but if you want something a little bit more intricate, either like personally send a message with like your goals and whatnot, or work on exercises that you've already been doing and use this as a time to get warmed up and then stretch a little bit further after. I usually remind you guys to do something else productive right after class when you're nice and warm, so that might be a good time to stretch your back a little bit further.
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Hi, Danny. I can't see you. It's like a picture of a little
it's just the name.
Placeholder and a name, but welcome to stretch class. All right, let's get started. I'm going to mute you guys all. So as usual, if you have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourselves. But the reason we mute is so that people watching this later only have one track. Oh, hello. And who do we have? Sydney. Hola. All right, you guys. Let's start with a warm up. And we'll target our back as well with this one. It's more back mobility than a back super stretch. But we're gonna start with reaching straight up. You guys know this one if you've been to class for a little bit. And diving underneath the opposite. Good, we're just gonna keep that moving so that we have a little bit of a warm up and keep that motion going. Okay, let's do 5 more. 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. Cheek on the mat, lifting the opposite arm that was supporting you and reach as far back as you can, looking up to the ceiling. Reach back, exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more breath. And coming back to center. Good, let's reach with the opposite arm. Nice and tall. And diving under the other side. Good. Up and under. Let's do another 5. And 4. And 3. 2. Last one. Cheek on the mat. Supporting arm up in the air. Reach as far back as you can into that spinal twist. You can also push with the supporting arm, push the floor away. And recover. Back to center. Let's take some cat and cows here, breathing in and out. This is the belly rounding up. And exhale, arch. Just a couple more. If you've already done Pilates this morning, you'll be warm. And if not, you get to catch up. We're moving moving a little bit faster than we would in yoga, because I really want your spines to be warmed up. And a nice little stretch here. Coming back to center. We will need a riser for class today. If you guys have been with me, you probably already have something handy. Something like a block or a pile of textbooks or a couch. Oh, Sydney's gone on a mission. Sydney, you have a staircase right behind you. That's okay too. Any little bit of a rise is perfect. Is that Sydney or me? It's Sydney. Yeah, my screen is tiny because I'm on my phone, so you guys are about this big. I feel like I said hi to Sydney earlier. Okay, here we go for another little warm up. We're gonna slightly dive into a butterfly, a pike, and a small straddle, and keep that going. Pike and straddle. This is just a warm up, it's not your stretch, so you don't have to push your straddle. Do what feels comfortable for the angle that your legs feel like shooting out. You'll learn progressively. You'll tend to go bigger as your body warms up this morning. You can use your breath, exhaling on the bounces. This is a fun one to do backstage too when you're trying to get warm before you actually start stretching. And let's do 5 more, all around. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, we're gonna bring the block in front of us. So now if you guys are happy working with something a little bit higher, you can turn it on its side, or you can use something a little bit taller than what I've got here. We're gonna prop one leg onto the block, nice flexed foot. We're gonna bring the other leg in just alongside of it. And let's take a second to adjust your hips. If our hips had laser beams in front of them, they'd be pointing straight towards that foot on either side. So we really make sure that that foot is in front of us. We're gonna work with a nice flexed foot up here. So this is the front split part of stretching. We'll stretch our back leg as well, and then we'll combine that for some over splits or some splits or some working towards splits at the end. All right. Looks like Sydney's all set up. Okay, from here, we actually won't start with diving down, but we'll start with a little bit of active flexibility. We want to tire the leg out. So we're going to lift for 10 lifts. 9, grow nice and tall. If you want to do this with your arms up to remind yourself, that's fine too. If you think you won't cheat when you have your arms down, that's fine. I've lost count, so it's about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Try not to lift and drop. Really control the leg down. Reach up. Create space in your spine. Keep your foot really flexed. Exhale. Reach down. Past your block if you can. Another breath to go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Keep the foot flexed. And come back up. Good. Hello, other person in the back. I have no idea who that is. You're just a shadow. And lifting up for 10, 9, 8, growing nice and tall, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, don't drop it down, Sarah, 2, 1, you're gonna hate me for this, here we go, for 10 of a hold, 9, 8, 7, 6, growing nice and tall, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Good. Place, reach up and over, down, stretch, breathe out. One more time, peeling up. Use your core to engage as you're coming up. Try not to rely on your arms to push you up. And up and over, nice and far. Good, keeping your foot nice and flexed. One more time, engage the core. Up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach down and over. Let's work on that flex foot here. We're gonna point and flex. Point and flex to the max. Point and flex. Point, flex. Good. Keep on going for 5 more. And 4. Reaching a little bit further forward if you can. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're gonna pick up the leg and lift it. Good. Use your arms. If you can't reach your leg, just as support under the knee. But if you can't, use a TheraBand, and that's super useful too. Good. We're gonna use our leg as a support to sit up nice and tall, really, really, really tall. Our foot is pointed. One hand's gonna go down to the ground. We're gonna engage the core, really, really lifting the chin up. Let go of the other hand and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Your foot is pointed. 5, 4, 3. Stay there. 1. Bounce up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Flex. Reach up. Lower down. This is your last stretch on this side before we repeat this on the other side. Because we're done on this one, but we have 2 legs. Good. Really relax into that exhale. And point your foot, stay there, stretch for a little bit longer. If you can get your elbows on the floor, that's great. Reaching a little bit further forward. Engage the core. Drag your arms along the floor as you pick yourself up using your core. And here we go. Switching sides. Let's make sure, first of all, if you need to adjust the height, go ahead and grab a smaller box, or a bigger box, whatever you need to do. Then let's make sure our hips are facing perfectly towards the front foot. The front foot is flexed. Good. There we go for sitting up nice and tall. You can have the no cheating version, arms up, or you can put your hands down. I'll join you guys since I'm already raised. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, don't sink, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Reach up and over it. Exhale, stretch. When you're lifting your leg like that, really make sure that you're lifting from underneath, from the leg itself, not from your spine kind of collapsing and creating space in your hips. Yeah. If there's no space to lift the leg, you can work on the floor and just lift off from ground zero here, or you can turn your block sideways. We've all been doing this for a few weeks, so our block's a little bit higher. right, here we go for the second set. Rising up. Mindful of your spine, not doing this to help you lift your leg. Yes, if you want, let's have our hands actually. Let's all come over here and check. So wrap your same arm as leg in front, opposite arm behind you, and do not let that move as you lift your leg up. Do not collapse your legs. You could go up, down. Yeah, check on that. Find a rhythm. Here we go. About 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Up and down. You guys know to use your breath by now. Exhale, move it down. Let's keep it moving this time around. Reaching up and back down, up and over. Good. And again, reaching up. It gives us an opportunity to reach even further as we exhale. Nice and far beyond the foot. Last one. Reaching up and over. We'll give you some time to stay there, relax. Let's work on point and flex. Five more. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And peeling back up. I forgot to put the hold in there with that last set. So here we go for the hold. Surprise, it's back. And lifting up. Stay there, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And happy relaxing back down. Reaching nice and flat, elbows on the floor if you can. And that foot really flexed. Couple more breaths, and then we're going to come and grab our leg, either using a TheraBand or low on the leg, or nice and high if you can. When you're ready, we're going to meet up here. Point your foot and hold it nice and high. Now notice if you're slouching backwards, this is your time to use your leg to pull yourself up and really sit up nice and tall. Good. Bring your leg in as far as it goes. If you can bend your arms and stay nice and tall, that's perfect. All right, here we go for one hand up. Same arm as me that's on the floor. And the other hand off. Hold for 10. Go tall. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax and stretch. You can have your foot pointed for this last stretch. Good, peeling up out of that. All right, here we go for the back leg. Now, we're gonna use your riser. Some of you guys are bending, so you might wanna use a couch or something that's got a little bit more height to it. If you're on a riser, it's probably going to fall off at the back if you stand it straight up. So horizontal is probably your best bet. But adjust and challenge yourself today. Yeah? See how your body's feeling. Nothing should be feeling crazy sharp and painful. It should just be easing into some stretches here. All right, we're going to start with one foot up on the riser, and we're going to rotate that so that it is behind us. Good. Really pushing that back and straight. If this is too easy, grab something higher. Good. Pushing energy into that back leg. That back leg is never disengaged. It's never loosely just hanging off of that support. So tighten that up, and let's take our arms up. If at any point this is too hard and you're just up here, you can work on taking your hands off. You can work on, relax you guys, relax for now. You can work on using some blocks at either side, just because people might be watching this video later. And I can't see what their level is quite yet, so just making sure everybody has an idea. Okay, for all of us on the video, hands up. I think we're all okay here. And we're gonna rise up and sit down. Rise and sit. Good. 5, 4, pushing down into the back leg to rise as well. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Tiny little rises and hands down on the floor. Whoop, my block's on. Make sure that you're rotating your hips forward. That's what I was working on. Right up to my support. So when we're here, work on pushing both hips down so that you're really, really facing forward. And your back leg hip is as far forward as can be. So you can use your hands pushing into the ground to kind of give a little bit of a steer to that leg. Really stretch your back leg. Good. Nice. Putting your knee down on the ground. Let's grab across and pull back with your leg to give yourself a stretch. Good. Lowering that down. We're going to come stand up into a calf stretch with your front leg, bending the back leg. Give that a little bit of a warm up. Flex your front foot, bend your back foot. Good. Just to make sure we're ready for the next part. And back down we go. On our support. This time we're starting from a little bit higher up, and it's time to start sliding into a little bit of a split. So if you're up here, that's totally fine. If you can lower down into it, keeping your back leg super, super straight, perfect. Protect your wrists. You can put 2 in front or 1 on each side. You can use a riser or a block to help you or a chair to lean on. Just adjust accordingly. And let's take our split here. Good. 2 minutes per split per day is the rule. We're not going to be doing 2 minutes everywhere here today. But after class, you're nice and warm, you can go back to stretching your splits. Now, wherever you're at right now, even if you're up here, I want you to super work on stretching that back leg. Good. From stretching that back leg, we're going to squeeze both legs away from the ground and think of rising up by pushing down. We're going to really tire out the thighs. And once you're tired, we're going to relax into the split. Same thing again, pushing up and out of that stretch. Use your legs, sit up as much as you can, and lower yourself down. Good. Bend your back knee, and peel out of that. Good. You can use the exact same exercise in a lunge stretch as well. You can lift up, rise out of that, and then lower down into a deeper lunge if you don't want to work on your splits at this point. Yeah, just judge within what your body's capable of doing. Other side, here we go. leg nice and straight, spacing away from it. Good. Focus on the back knee. Nice and straight. Arms up if you can, or still keep the support on the floor. And we rise, using your upper thighs, pushing down with the back foot. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay there. Rotate your hips forward as much as possible. Stretch your back knee. Bending the back knee, reach back. Extend, give your back a stretch by pulling with your back leg. And coming back up. 2 feet on the ground. Let's push up into the stretch. Flexing the front foot and bending the back foot. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to your support. And we're going to take our best attempt at a split on this side. Good. Resisting the urge to bounce. If you feel like you need to bounce, we're going to lift, 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 up and out of that stretch, and then lower down. Keep alternating between squeezing the legs, pushing them down into the floor to lift up out of the stretch, and sinking down into the stretch. Really work on that back leg. Being straight. Good. About 10 more seconds here. And bend the back leg. Drop the knee down. And roll up. Good. Shake some life into the hips. We're going to keep going with back leg stretches though. We're going to come to hands and knees. I love this exercise because it's really great for all levels. This one lets you work wherever you're at, no matter what you're working towards. It's going to be great for active flexibility. It's going to be great for limbering up your back. Knees hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart, pushing out from your shoulders so that your neck isn't sunk into them completely. Okay. I'm going to take one leg out behind you. You want to readjust your knee for balance a little bit. That's fine. It's not Pilates. We don't have to stay uneven here. Okay. Make sure you're not going to kick anything behind you. I'm pretty close to the fingers. And here we go. We're lifting for 10. Yep. This is a lift as high as you can, not a kick. And tap down. 9, 8, 7. This is great for your lower back flexibility. So we did that upper back stretch with the back leg bent. Now this is the lower back. 6, 5, I might have skipped a few counts. 4, 3, really lift as high as you can, not where it's comfortable, but where you're working to lift that leg. 2, 1, here we go for stay. Lift up nice and high. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, kick higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold higher, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. You can cross this leg over the supporting one and sit back down. That 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up again. I don't want you guys to sit still for too long, so we gotta stay warm. Other leg is ready, other leg isn't gonna kick anything, check. And here we go. 10, 9, those are lifts. 8, nice and controlled. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay as high as you can for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep lifting. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick even higher. Low back's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Cross it over the other leg. And sit back down. Coming back up. Good. Let's meet back here. And actually, I'm gonna get you guys to grab your little block if you have one. We're gonna sit up onto the block. Nice and small. We're gonna cross one foot in front of us and the other foot, but they're not on top of each other. They're just one in front of the other. Yeah. 1 and 2. Good. And from here, we're gonna slowly reach forward and walk our way all the way up and over to one side. Reach nice and far all the way to the side. Couple more breaths here. Walk it over to the second side. You might find that one side is tighter than the other. You might feel the same. Awesome if they do. If not, one side might need a little bit more love than the other, so you can always come back to this exercise later on. Coming back to center. And rising up, let's cross the other foot. Down and down. Again, they're not stacked on top of each other. They're just on the floor, one in front of the other. And let's reach forward. And over to the first side. So that's the side on which you just were a second ago. Coming forward and over to the other side. Back to center. And let's sit back down on the floor. And last but not least, we have some middle splits to stretch. We're gonna do half middles because you guys can do middles on your own. So for now, I want you guys to prop one knee up on your riser. And the other leg is either going to be bent as well or straight, depending on the level you're working at. It's totally up to you whether you want to stretch the free leg or keep it bent. Now, if you want less of a stretch, drop your head down onto the floor. If this is already enough of a stretch, you can lie your forehead down onto your hands. That'll lift your hips and create less pressure down. If you want more of a stretch, you can sit up onto your elbows or onto your hands, and that'll push your hip down. It will create a bigger stretch. It's putting more weight into your hips. Good. Your feet can be parallel, they're completely turned towards the front. So if I were to flex, my foot would be facing forward. Nice. Use the breath to relax into the stretch. We're gonna stay here for about 30 more seconds. Halfway there. And gather up the free leg. If it's straight, you can lean forward to bend it. And prop yourself back up to sit up. Switching the riser, let's go over to the other side. A bent leg on the riser, a straight or a bent leg on the other side. Good, making sure the hips are facing towards the ground, your foot's facing the front. Everything's all set up, good. If you need less weight in the hips, tilt your head forward and down. If you want more weight in the hips, tilt your head up and sit up onto your hands or into your forearms. We've got about 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean forward, bend the extended leg back, and gather up. Good. We're almost done. It's time for center splits. So if you are at a very high split, let's grab a couch or something to comfortably lean on and get into your best supported split. If you have your middle splits, maybe get a riser on each side to make it even. Or if you just want to maintain, let's get into our center splits. We've got 1 minute left because we've stretched both sides already. We've got a 1 minute stay in center splits. Get up and over your split. So if your split is any higher, that's right, you would be off the ground. If you're on the ground already, you can grab a riser
And nap time. No bouncing, use your breath. If you need to move around, you can work on flexing and pointing, or you can work on engaging and disengaging the muscles in your legs, but try your hardest not to bend.
We're about halfway there. "20 seconds. "10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift out of that. And gather the legs back. Let's move some life back into the hips. Good. Now you guys are done with your 2 minutes per day per split with your center splits, and you still have each side split to do if you guys are working on those. To finish up today, we're going to cross one knee over the other. Good. We're going to move this foot in across a little bit more and adjust your hips and not your shoulders. And we're going to go all the way down, up. If you need more of a stretch, you can look away from your knees. Bring your attention to the breath. Really breathe with your stomach so your ribs are rising up and down. Now bring your attention into the hips and push them down to the ground in order to come back to center. Good. Stretch. Come back to center. Let's do the opposite leg. Knee up and over. Foot moves over a little bit. Hips move over. Shoulders stay in the same spot. And here we go for a twist on the other side. Looking away from the knees for a bigger stretch. Breathe into your stomach, breathe into your ribs, breathe into your diaphragm. Engage your core, focus on the hips, pushing the hips down into the floor to come back up to center. And gather your legs into the ball. Roll from side to side, give your spine a massage. Rolling up and down as well. And when you're ready, come on up to say goodbye. Unmute. Participants, unmute.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
All right, you're nice and warm, so you've got some split stretches to do at your own level, some back stretches to do at your own level. If you need ideas, you can let me know. But because everybody's backs are completely different, we won't push it too far. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message us at thecircuslab.ca. Get online, you guys. We'll be sharing lots of stuff pretty soon in the coming days. We're going to be sharing stuff in our stories on Instagram and getting the word out about programs for next year. We're still waiting to hear today for what we're allowed to do in the summer. So we'll see, but you guys could super help out if you just spread the word. Anything, whether it's our GoFundMe or any of our programs that are going to be coming out, we would super, super love a little bit of love and care from you guys as well. I know you guys are great at making time for showing up to class, taking care of your bodies, making sure you're keeping in shape. So that's all the amazing stuff that you're doing for you. And if you could help us survive, that would be amazing too.
Yep.
Thanks for coming to class. Thanks for making time for stretch. I'll see you guys on Friday, now that I know that it's Wednesday. I was totally lost this morning. Happy circusing if anybody's going to work on anything. Is anybody doing handstands?
Maybe.
Maybe. Get around to it. Yeah. Perfect. All right, you guys. All the best for today. Stay safe. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.